Okay, I am back again, and this is probably going to be the last part. I'm not sure how long this is going to run, but hold on a second. I need to cough immediately. sorry, but I actually coughed out of the mic at the moment so that you wouldn't hear it. Okay, so what happened was actually no. Before I conclude, I actually want to say that ever since I started playing Street Fighter, I've encouraged a few of my friends to get it as well. Like, for example, XPS Unseen or Cameron. He got the game because he got it like 2 weeks after me, but I play a lot more than him, which is why you might find me completely obliterating him in my videos. But yeah, ever since then I've been kind of training him, if you could call it that. And yeah, his channel is XPS Unseen, in which he puts up Black Ops gameplay, montages. Check him out, So yeah, after so where are we? So December. That's quite a funny story. In 25th of December, Christmas, I just opened up my presents. The dinner was on. I jumped up. I went upstairs, and my brother was there. My brother walked in. My brother's 23, by the way. He's from London. Well, he's not from London, but he lives in London. So I was showing him Street Fighter, and I remember I was playing like a Christmas set, you could say. And I remember I actually met this Norwegian guy that was like really, Swedish guy. And I played with him for a good like 2 hours before he like left. And it was like really funny because like just playing on Christmas, I was on a complete roll. Like, I was beating everyone. And yeah, that's a pretty funny story. That's how I was beating everyone on Christmas. A bit like DSP's holiday special of 2010. Speaking of DSP, in January of this year, I'm pretty sure it's January, he done his Fan Appreciation Week. And I thought, alright, this is a good chance for me to show off what I've done so far to the world. And what happened was I was doing it, and I was waiting for Phil to send me an invite on what day it was, but it was like a bit of, there was a whole load of people sending him invites, as they do. And what happened was, I got my invite at about 7 o'clock, like 7 p.m, which was in Phil's time, like the very first session. So I went in there, and as soon as I joined, he left, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant, though. I wasn't really there for long. However, later on that day, we got an invite. It was me, Cody, Frutus Maximus, and Carl, I think, were the four that were there. I think Phantom Ree might have been there as well. I don't remember that much, but we were all there, we were waiting for our invites. I think Frutus got in first, and then Cody got in next, or Taz. I should be calling him Taz instead. Taz got in next. Then I got in, and then I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Carl got in. I'm not sure. I think he got in, but then Phil left. So Phil was playing. He was, ranting and complaining as per usual, and well, we didn't hear him because the mic was so bad. Like the Connect mic, all we could hear was this brrrr with like, what we heard on our TVs blaring through. So this guy who's actually, I forget what his name is in the King of Fate, but he was doing really well. He was beating everyone with Ken, Kara throwing everywhere, and I finally got up. I picked Jerry, he picked Honda. That's actually a video they've put in. I think it's like I don't remember. I think it might be in part 30 that I'm in, but I do really bad. And then finally I fight him again. I get my rematch. He just goes through the entire like roster, including like everyone, including Phil as well. So I got back up. I said to him, it was actually 2 o'clock in the morning at this point, and I said, hey, I'm not. Can you please let me win? And I was sounding really bad and everything, but the guy went, all right. He picked Steve Viper. I picked Jury. He beat, I beat him. I think it was like 2-0. Phil didn't record that match. Then I played Phil, and I have to say I done awful in that match. It's all my favorites. It's Super Street Fighter 4 Fan Appreciation Match Part 32. It is horrendous. Like, I literally did not technically through. I'm not gonna say I couldn't technically through it. I didn't technically through it. Like, he would walk out at me and just throw me, and I didn't even do anything. I was too scared. I actually won the match very luckily, because he missed a combo apparently. I just done a random EX dive kick. I got him, went into the Ultra, and that was about it. Pretty awful anticlimactic ending, but oh well. And then after that match, he went off to PS3. That match is pretty awful, but Alright, so I've talked about all the people I play with. like Phil and what's been going on there. Now I'm going to talk about characters I played, right? So earlier I was saying I picked Ken to begin with, obviously. And then I picked Jerry for a long time. And then after Jerry, whenever I was playing Jerry, I wasn't, wouldn't say she was my main whenever I played Phil. I was just saying she's probably my best character. But I'm pretty sure if I would have picked Ken or Ree at that time, I probably would have done a little bit better, but I don't know. So after that, I started experimenting with different characters. I started to really not have fun with Jerry anymore. And I actually noticed I was getting a bit worse. At this point, I was about 5,500 points with her. So, hold on a second. Need to cough again. Sorry about that. So, what happened was, after I had fun with Jerry, that sounded wrong, but Ree and Ken were always my agenda. I was always like picking them. I really got into Seth, and I was learning him a lot, and I was doing quite well with him. Rose at the time, I was really good. So basically, at that time, like in between, say, December till about even now, I'd say that my mains were Jerry, Ree, and Ken, and my sides or secondaries were Seth and Rose, which I think still stands today. Like I'd say, I'm pretty good at those characters. But so far, Jerry's went down, Ken's went up, and Ree's kind of stayed the same. For like at the moment, I'm kind of switching between the two, where who's my main. So I'm probably just gonna say, I'm probably gonna regret this like this time next month, but I'm gonna have to say that Ken and Ree are my two mains. And the reason I say that is because, well, with Ree I've got 5,000 points with, and Ken I've got 3,000 with. But I remember, like, Ree I've always been with like the whole time, so I would always consider him to be one of my big characters. And recently I've been getting a lot better at it. My FADCs are getting better. Like I'm starting to learn plinking now and car throws, even though car throws are like impossible on the pad. Speaking of which, yes, I still play on a pad. I don't intend on getting an arcade stick, if you can believe it. So I'm still using the pad, which some of the stuff I do in the pad I'm actually quite shocked by. Because if you've seen my video on how I hold my pad, you see, and I kind of assemble different positions. With car throwing, I have to do it in another different position. I have to have my hand kind of like up, like on, like so that my pointing finger is on X, my thumb is on A, and my middle finger is on B, and I kind of like press the direction which the forward plus medium kick is gonna go. Press that and immediately press through. It does work the majority of the time. If I really want it to work, it will work. But doing it in an actual like setup really isn't very good. Like I cannot do it, effectively. So yeah, Seth, I love Seth to bits. Like he's such a great like combo counter. I love picking him just to like if I'm fighting someone new that I've never fought before, like on an endless, I'll be like 0 points. I love picking Seth and just completely confusing them. And then Rose, I really haven't been using recently, but I still find her quite good. Other characters I play a bit of every character, excluding probably Makoto, Ibuki, Vega, El Fuerte, and Blanca, I'd say. Those are the characters I can play a little bit. Oh yeah, and Guy as well. Guy's like one of my least characters. Characters I think I can play quite well. DJ I think I can play quite well. Even though Salman is DJ, he's like the ultimate DJ that I know. Who else? Zangief I can play a little bit. And then Sea Viper I can play a teeny bit, but I'm no Wolf Crone, I'll tell you that. And what else? And there was another character that I had in my mind. Oh yeah, Cody. Cody I can play a little bit. Because I remember for a period of time I thought Cody was my main, and I thought I was like really good at him, but then I was like really bad. But recently I've been learning a bit more about him. I pick him the occasional time. If we're doing like a casuals, he'll probably be one of the characters I'll be picking. So I'm just thinking, yeah, so those are the characters I would say I'm pretty good with. Other characters, Gouken and Akuma I'm meh with. Dan is a beast and I love him, he's top tier, he's my best character. So, I'm saying a lot, aren't I? Yeah, oh well. I was about to do it again. Dudley I can play a teeny weeny bit, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really think I can play any other characters. So, I'm pretty sure that's it for this here. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Currently, oh yes, sorry, my thoughts on Arcade Edition. I don't really like Yin and Yang. I'm gonna try them out, but I couldn't see myself getting into them. Evil Ryu seems like a bit of a gimmick or something, but he does it, but his normals are just like, what, like they're crazy. I think it's either him or Oni's. One, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Quite frankly, I really don't think they should have put One or Ryu in it. I think they should have stuck with new characters. They should have put Karen in to really satisfy Carl. I would have liked to see Q in it, the same as Taz, as me and him would like to see Q in it. And we need Hugo in it. We need Hugo. Hugo is just a complete monster. Oh, flip sec. I've done it again, right? So it's coming out June 20th, I think, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna stick with my characters. I'm gonna stick with Ryu and Ken. Jury, if she gets more improvements, I might actually pick her again and, you know, try and use her as my main again. But for the agenda, at the moment, I would use Jury seldomly, to be completely honest. Oh, alright, I'm trying to think of something else. I'm pretty sure that's about it for Street Fighter. General stuff I use with the characters, you know, just, you know, be the best you can be at it. Don't give up, definitely, because I remember when I was picking Jury, like, there's so many times when I was just looking at the screen just going, oh my word, how am I losing? Online play is pretty awful. Ranked matches are really bad. Marvel is single-handedly the worst online I've ever seen in any game ever. Like, you cannot play it. Like, it's so bad. Well, maybe like some FPS, some games that don't deserve multiplayer have worse multiplayers than Marvel, but still, it's really bad. That pretty much wraps it up, I'd say. So I'm pretty sure I haven't forgotten anything. So just remember, you know, I'm Pdaaaawg. You know, more Street Fighter footage will be up whenever I get my HDTV. I might record a bit more whenever I'm done. Portal 2, I'm probably gonna record Portal 2, like have a dual recording with Matt for that there, so that you can see both our perspectives. Check out the channels I was talking about. You know, Sandman's channel, Mr. K's channel, Jiven's channel, even though I completely forgot what it is. Taz's channel. You know, all those channels are like really cool. Check them out. I watch Cross Counter. Check them out as well if you haven't heard of them. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of Cross Counter that plays Street Fighter. They're really funny. I love Mike Ross and Gutex, whatever they're doing all that stuff. Alright, so I'm Pdaaaawg. Hope you enjoyed Dose of the DAWG episode 3. 3 weeks delayed actually, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So I will see you for Dose of the DAWG episode 4, which I'll have no idea what I'm going to be talking about. Speaking of which, comment down below what I should do for Dose of the DAWG episode 4, because I have no idea, and I don't want another like 3-week delay. I want more videos on my channel. Alright, so I'm Pdaaaawg. Hope you enjoyed Dose of the DAWG in 3 parts, and this is currently about 13 minutes long. And I will see you whenever I see you, basically. Alright, so I'm Pdaaaawg, I'm out. That's a very cheesy way to end. I'll just say bye. Alright, see you guys.